Hi there, welcome to my cooking class. It's Jacqueline. Oh my gosh, were you wondering where I was? Well, surprise, surprise. I decided to go somewhere else today. In fact, I literally made the Nourish bowl already in another space. So I didn't want you guys to not see my cooking class because it is so darn delicious. So welcome to my cooking class today, Thursday. I am excited because I learn new things every day. So today's cooking class, I'm going to show you how to do a Nourish bowl. Now, Nourish bowl is basically a bowl that has all the healthy things you need to have a balanced diet with proteins and carbs and fats and veggies. It's absolutely perfect. You can use these for lunches, you can use them for dinners. You're gonna see some amazing product today. So what I'm going to do, and I'm just looking around, I need to get my scissors here. These kitchen shears are amazing. And I do want to let you know while I'm sharing this is I actually have currently right now in Epicure a sale of our cookware items that are reduced by 20%. Some of the items that are on sale right now are things like our citrus press, which normally I would use on avocado for guacamole. I'm actually putting avocado in our dish today, but I'm not going to be using this. But you should have it at your bar, in your kitchen, all the time. Prep Pro scoops, the half cup, which is our quarter cup, which is perfect for doing muffins, and of course, our ruby red muffins or red velvet muffins, so good. Morning glories. And this 2 tablespoon perfect portion scoop is fabulous. This is what I make my meatballs with. It makes the perfect size meatballs every single time. We've got things like mini whisks, the air wand, and I do want to let you know that this sale is only on for a very, very limited time. In fact, I would encourage you to go to the website that is posted below. Go take a look at the sale. And in fact, as a customer of mine, if you would like to grab some items, I can actually make that discount even more by giving you a coupon that'll give you an additional 10% off. What a deal. But I'm going to tell you, these things are flying off the shelf. Go take a look today, see what there is, grab it, use the promo code, and enjoy some great savings on me. Speaking of the product code there, the promotion code is only good till the end of March or while supplies last, and I have a limited supply. So again, don't hold off. Go check it out. Another one that's, I said, you learn new things every single day. This bowl that I'm making, Nourish bowl, I'm actually going to be using this pot, and this is our 12 cup multi-purpose pot, and it's on sale as well. Basically, you can get the 12 cup pot for about the same price as the 8 cup one. And yes, there is a difference in size. So another way for you to save money. Okay, so let's get started with this cooking class. So in today's cooking class, what I'm doing is I'm going to use our crispy, crunchy coating mix. I was just down in South Carolina a little bit ago, and of course, if you want to have fried chicken, usually it's coated with flour. So those people don't get to usually have, if you're gluten intolerant, they're not able to have fried chicken unless they have something like this. I'm going to tell you, you're going to want to have this whether you're gluten intolerant or not, because the flavoring is over the top. Ingredients: rice spreader, which has rice flour, raisin juice, honey, sea salt, tapioca starch, cornstarch. Like, it is just so yummy. It also has onion, garlic, smoked paprika, black pepper, mustard. It is divine. So using our cutting shears, and I'm going to give you some fun food facts in a minute here. We're going to just cut our package. I'm not going to use all of it today. It's just the 2 of us at the house. So quite often you'll see me just use like half the amount, because this package actually says will be a serving of 4. And so you can measure it out. It's a coating. This really doesn't require doing that. And then quite often for storage, what I will usually do is just go grab some tape and tape it and shove it in my pantry. Okay, so we've got our bread coating here. I've got chicken strips that I've cut. These, of course, are chicken breasts. And I did use my ceramic knife. I love the knife because it cuts so nicely. So the 4-cup bowl, by the way, this is actually another item that's on sale. And when you purchase it, let me grab this. When you purchase it, it actually comes with a lid. So love that. Okay, so how do we make these chicken strips that we're putting on? And here's the fun food fact. Nourish bowl, Buddha bowl. You've heard probably both of them. There is a difference. Buddha bowls are ones that don't put meat in them. Okay, Buddha bowls are no meat. But they're basically the same thing. It's a perfectly balanced meal in a bowl. And in fact, I'm going to use a 4-cup prep bowl to make it in. Okay, because it's got a lid. I can put a lid on it. It's going to be a meal for my husband and I. And we each get a bowl. You're going to see our Undiet or Good Food or Epic Life program. Guys, you eat like this all the time. It is not a diet. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to get our chicken coated. And so let me grab my grippy wraps. These are part of our kitchen utensil set. I have multiples of these. And what we're going to do is we're basically going to coat our chicken with something. What would that be? Well, we could coat it with mayonnaise, probably not the healthiest version, but instead, I'm going to actually coat it with our balsamic vinaigrette. Now, we need to make the dressing, and we're going to use the dressing in our Nourish bowl anyway, so why not just do them all together? So I've already got some mixed up, but just so you can see how easy this is, we're basically going to get a container. We're going to add some, oops, take the lid off. We're going to add some oil. And there's measuring increments on here. So I'm going to add my olive oil. We're then going to add some balsamic vinegar. And I will tell you the balsamic vinegar I'm going to use today, this is actually an old Epicure product. This is actually white balsamic vinegar. And you might be saying, it's not white. Here's the deal. When you have white balsamic vinegar, which is balsamic vinegar that's aged in new barrels, and they can be aged anywhere from 1 to 12 years, they are white. They get the dark color for dark balsamic vinegar comes from the caramelization when it's cooked over fire in copper pots. And balsamic vinegar, just so you know, ranges in price from dirt cheap, probably a fake, to very expensive. How old it's been actually been in a barrel, okay? So there is a huge range. So this, and this is white balsamic, which has sat for a while, and as it oxidizes over the years, it does turn to an amber color. This honestly is not black balsamic. So I'm basically going to add my white balsamic vinegar. And, oh, you know what? There's just measured that little extra, just make it a little zippier. And I'm going to use our funnel. This is an item that's on sale currently right now. And I'm going to grab my 4-in-1 spoon. And for the amount that I'm making, and I will get the recipe on my website, I'm gonna just add a little bit. Can you see how handy this funnel would be? Because if I didn't have the funnel and I was trying to get this into the jar, chances are I'd have a bit of a mess right now. Okay, so we'll put this away. And what we're going to do, I'm just gonna put a lid on this and I'm just gonna give it a shake, shake, shake. Now, I had mentioned that we're having a sale, and these are a couple of the items that are available. So if you don't have a cruet to give this a shake, you may want to consider the mini whisk or the air wand, right? These are good for making, I don't know, you can scramble eggs, you can whip up a latte, fun things. Okay, so we've got this set aside. I should probably grab another bowl. Let's hope I have one. You know what? I'm just going to reuse this one, I guess. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to literally coat this with a little bit of balsamic. Do not, for food safety, don't pour all this in and then pour it back, because this is going to be touching raw meat. So we're just going to put maybe, I don't know, a couple tablespoons. Don't need much. This is going to be for our Nourish bowl when it's done. And I'm using my grip and grabs, which is part of our kitchen utensil set. You'll love cooking in your kitchen when you have the tools that work. And I'm basically going to coat these. I'm going to grab a baking sheet. I've already done this already once because, of course, I was in a different land. And I've got some in the oven, so I'm just going to pull these out so I can make it a little bit easier for myself, just to show you what's going on. There we go. And basically I'm going to coat these with the balsamic, which gets the vinegar, which is going to make my meat more tender. And then I'm going to dredge it in my crispy, crunchy coating. Okay? And once you get it nicely coated, you're going to grab your baking sheet. I actually use the liner and a tray. And we're just going to set this on. We're going to do this with the 4 pieces that I have. And we're going to bake it in a 425-degree oven for about 15, 16 minutes. That really depends. It could be up to 20 minutes depending on how thick your strips are. I know because I used my nice ceramic knife, I know that these strips are quite thin, and it won't take probably more than 15 minutes, in all fairness. So get that on there. And my last one. Don't you love these grip and grabs? Notice how my fingers aren't getting all goopy. How many of you have ever tried coating things and then your fingers look like mitts? They're full of flour or whatever you're using. Okay, last one. And we're just going to bake this in the oven. Give me a second. I'll be right back. Okay, so that is cooking. I'm just going to move these out of my way because these have had, of course, raw meat, and we do not want to make ourselves sick. So let me just move these out of our way. All right, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to start making our veggies for our dish. And I did have chicken close here, so I just really want to make sure that you understand food safety. These flexible cutting mats, by the way, these are actually on sale as well in the cookware sale that we're having currently right now. I love them. When you buy them, they're sold in sets of 4. And literally, I don't have to wash this right now. I can just set it aside, pull out a new one, and we're ready to rumble again. Okay, so what are we going to put in our Nourish bowl? Remember, I told you Nourish bowls are basically everything you need that's healthy in a dish. So grabbing your dish, spinach, oh my gosh. The darker the color, by the way, the darker the color your vegetables are, usually the more nutrients they have. And this is going to be such a healthy meal. And you're going to see it's a lot of food. If you're making this, you're going to be full. So I've got some leftover things. This, by the way, is our food saver, our produce saver. And I do keep lots of little bits and pieces. I love red cabbage. It's probably one of my favorites. Actually, look, I'm looking at this going, okay, I've got a bit of a color theme, green and purple. Maybe it's close to Easter. That was not planned, by the way. So grabbing my spinach for a perfectly balanced meal, you're going to want to have about a cup of spinach in the bottom. You could put greens in here if you prefer. And now next what I want to do is I want to actually grate some cabbage. I love red cabbage. It's actually purple, but I don't know why I call it red. Conversation for another day maybe. But I don't want to slice it because I'm going to be using this with a fork. So with our 4-man mandolin, which is on sale as well, guys, can you see? Grab the sale items. I'm going to swap out. I'm going to put the slicer with the dicing larger attachment on here. We stick it in like a shoe, put our toe in, snap it down, and it is done. And I'm basically going to grab my cabbage and I'm just going to slice some of this. Cabbage, by the way, is really a good thing if you're trying to, you know, have that healthy weight for the holidays or for your health, because it's actually got, you're going to use more calories eating it than the calories actually that are in the cabbage. So how cool is that? So there we got some cabbage already in here. It's looking beautiful already. Then I'm going to do some zucchini. So grabbing my ceramic knife here, and I love the knife because it's just so darn sharp. I thought I had a tomato in here. Don't know what I've done with it. I'm gonna go find one. I know I'll have another one in the fridge. Anyway, I'm going to just put a little slice of my zucchini, and this time I am, if I can find it, look, hang on, there it is. All right, so this is the finger guide, and what I love about this finger guide is you can see that it's got nice metal tangs. I don't know how many times I've seen plastic, you can't call them tangs, but basically these pokey things that they actually think is going to hold your food. It doesn't. Anyway, so I've put that on, and basically all I'm going to do is, it's sort of like a plunger. I'm just sort of slicing this, but I'm pressing my finger down on this, and it's basically pushing my zucchini down to the very end. All right, so there's really nothing there. That last little piece slid right off, of course. So, but it actually has the slices in there. I'm basically going to use my ceramic knife, and I'm just gonna make sure that that's in nice little slices as well. And we're literally going to add this to my Nourish bowl. How great is that? Perfect. Okay, did find my tomato. Love the ceramic knife for cutting tomatoes. So I usually always cut off the ends. I do like Roma tomatoes because Roma tomatoes have more meat and less juice and seed. And I especially like this when I'm doing my salads and for sandwiches and things like that. Now, you could quarter it, but because I just want to eat this with a fork, I'm just going to cut this into bite-sized pieces. Again, we're going to just drop that in. Okay, little bit of onion. You can use any onion you want. I almost always have red onion on hand, simply because I love Greek food. And so Greek salad's a very common thing at my home. So I'm just going to put my finger guard in here. And I'm going to just warn you, one of the hazards of having this mandolin is the fact that it's so easy to slice. Chances are you're going to slice too much onion. I don't know, is there such a thing? You can actually freeze onion once it's chopped. All right, so I'm going to put my onion there. Next, I know you saw that was so quickly. Probably should have shown you that. Look at how it diced that so quickly. Fabulous. Okay, now I did say you learn something new every day. And if you didn't hear that at the beginning, oh gosh, so darn true. So what I discovered when I was researching what cooking class am I going to do today, I actually came across someone who actually said you do not need to use a citrus press and lime juice or lemon juice to actually make your avocado not turn brown. And because I wanted to put strips of avocado, it's like, okay, I need to test this for you. So here's my fun hack for the kitchen. Oh my gosh, game changer. Currently right now, I did tell you we've got a cookware sale, and this is our 8-cup multi-purpose pot. I love this for so many reasons, and I needed to use it today. But I also needed 2 pots, and this is our 12-cup one. And this one is actually on sale. In fact, the cost of this, and it does come with a lid, by the way, is the same, almost the same price as the small one. So buy it now. This is so great. It's got the pouring spout. It's got measuring graduations printed right in there. A stay cool handle that's ergonomically friendly. And of course, the lid has strainer built right in and a see-through lid. Oh gosh, love it. So what I did is it actually had an avocado. It was ripe, but I didn't want it to turn brown. And I actually cooked this, it's like 3.5 hours now. If you left an avocado cut for 3.5 hours without lemon juice on it, it's brown. I guarantee you. Okay, so what I did, what this hack said, is take your a pot and get it full of boiling water. Did that. Then I had ice water in here. I literally dropped it in with our saute spoon and cooked it for 10 seconds. I did do some reading. Some people said 10 to 15 seconds. I did mine 10. I actually set a timer, and then I pulled it out. So I basically blanched it and dropped it into the ice water. What I ended up getting was an avocado that doesn't turn green. Guys, 3.5 hours. So we're going to add some avocado to this because this is the good healthy fat. And I mean, seriously? No, it has not turned brown at all. I did notice a little bit of oxidation after the 3.5 hours. It's nothing. That is not going to turn off your dish at all. So I'm just gonna pop that in. Okay, last thing that we're going to put on here is our salad dressing, and then we're gonna top it with our chicken. And just so you know, I do have the TV version behind me here. So make sure that when you make this, that you either use maybe this whisk, okay, or the mini whisk, or put it in a container and shake it up good, because as a vinaigrette, it's going to settle. So you wanna make sure that you get all the flavor. You're gonna love that balsamic vinaigrette, by the way. And we're just gonna pour roughly about a tablespoon of our salad dressing. You can leave the salad dressing off till the last minute, because once you put salad dressing on things, it sometimes starts to make it weep, especially if you're using lettuce. Okay, not so much with spinach. All right, so I am now gonna grab my chicken, just so you can see what it looks like. So this is our crispy, crunchy, coated chicken. It is delicious. In fact, I would recommend that when you go to the grocery store, if you see chicken breasts on sale, grab them. Buy the family pack, get lots. I actually cut them so they're quite skinny. And just so you know, I'm really telling you guys exactly what I do. I get the family size, and I will put these in strips and I freeze them. The other option is I could coat them and then I chill them on my tray, and then I put them in freezer bags. So I've already got the next step almost done. I just haven't cooked them yet. Game changer, time saver, you're gonna love it. So then to finish this off, all we need to do is we need to put roughly, and I'm gonna just break up the purple here. We're gonna put a couple pieces of chicken on there, and that is your Nourish bowl. This is so darn flavorful. You'll absolutely love it. Again, the ingredients that I used and things you'll need to purchase: crispy, crunchy coating. I'm telling you, if you've not tried it, you'll be buying this. Once you've bought it once, it'll become a staple. It's like you have to have it. I've used the balsamic vinaigrette, and of course I've used all the cook tools, baking sheet, which is on sale, the grill. I actually used this cooling rack as a way to get it browning on both sides, so that it's not literally sweaty and getting gunky on a tray. And unfortunately, the liners were on sale, but they're gone already, which only goes to show you, grab the items when they're available, and they are currently right now on sale. So I'm gonna post a discounted product promo code, and I will post the flyer. Just go to the website, set up an account for yourself if you haven't already done so, place your order, use my promo code. I only have a few left. These coupons are while supplies last or till the end of March, and I don't want you guys to have to pay full price for anything. So hope you enjoyed the Nourish Bowl class. Does this look like diet food? No, this is an amazing meal that will fill you up. This is perfectly balanced, and you're gonna feel so much better the fact that Epicure's in your life. So thanks for popping in, everyone. Take care. We'll see you again really soon. Bye for now.